Yeah, we need jobs because you know what? The job cuts have already happened. You know, we've been told that we've got to tighten our belts. Well, I've been a social worker in this county for 30 years, and every year we've been told we have to do more with less. We have to tighten our belts. Camp Hill Village is celebrating 50 years of taking care of people with special needs. COARC has been around for just as long. And what's in the paper today? Cuts for COARC. Cuts for COARC. 7 jobs and $900,000 in Medicaid cuts. The Medicaid and Medicare cuts are starting already. And what's not in here is that state workers at the Taconic DDSO, it used to be called Eleanor Roosevelt Developmental Services before Pataki got in. Some of you remember Eleanor Roosevelt. I do. Their service coordinators have all been laid off. And supposedly the services are going to be outsourced to the private not-for-profits like COARC. Except guess what? COARC just lost 9 employees. You know, what does Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security fund? Not champagne drinking people going out on yachts. It funds taking care of people with special needs and our elderly and our poor, our neediest people. Now, a couple of years ago, Sarah Palin and her friends were accusing President Obama of establishing death panels. Because why? Well, they were going to pay for us to sit down with our doctor and make our end-of-life needs apparent to our primary care physician. And that was called the death panel. Well, here is Colonel Gibson cutting essential services. They're already being cut, folks. They're already being cut. Cutting essential services to the elderly and to people with special needs. If that's not a death squad, I don't know what is.
Right.
Well, there'll be fewer people to take care of. Evidently, that's the solution. Evidently, that's the solution. It's happening already. I work as a psychiatric social worker. I provide services for people with special needs. I got a $10,000 salary cut thanks to Newt Gingrich back in the 1990s. Like I said, for 30 years I've been told I got to tighten my belt. You know, I don't know how much tighter we can go, and quite frankly, it's not accomplishing anything. It's not creating jobs. It's cutting jobs. It's cutting jobs. We have hundreds of people with special needs in this county, hundreds of people who have jobs taking care of them, and they're all going to be out on the sidewalk. They're all going to be out on the sidewalk. We got Barnwell, we have Livingston Hills Nursing Home, we've got Columbia Memorial Hospital, we've got Whittier, we've got Pine Haven. What are we supposed to do with all these people and all these jobs? I don't think it's a good idea. It's a death squad. You know, let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. They had no hesitation telling President Obama he had death panel. Let's tell Congressman Gibson exactly what the consequences of his actions are going to be. And my other issue is the bridges. I don't know how many bridges in Columbia County alone there are that are out. There's one in my town, in Stuyvesant, the Schoolhouse Road Bridge. And this is a bridge that's on a road that connects 9J up with people who want to come here to Kinderhook and want to go shopping at Hannaford's and go to Mario's. It's the main sort of back road back and forth. Since 2007, it's been closed. It's been closed. And it was closed because school buses were going over it, and a whistleblower who was an engineer was saying it's not safe, it's ready to fall down. It was a whistleblower. It wasn't our inspectors from DOT. because probably their jobs have been cut too and they're not coming around anymore. Our town did not ask for any stimulus money to fix this bridge. Our town took the position that it was CSX's bridge and they need to fix it. Well, they didn't have any hesitation taking $1.2 million to work on other stuff in our town. Didn't fix the bridge. You know, no hesitation by corporations to take your tax dollars, by the way. It's just that somehow elderly people, people with special needs, and sick people don't deserve any help. And that's wrong. That's wrong. And that's going to lead to people losing their lives. And that's why I point over there and say that's where the death panel is. And cuts for Medicaid and Medicare, in addition to killing jobs, are going to kill people.